Hello and welcome. My name is Paula Lown and I am the children's worker at Ballyholme Parish. So if you're from Ballyholme, it's lovely to see you again. And if you're not from Ballyholme, if you're from somewhere else in the diocese, welcome and thank you for joining me today. I'm going to tell you a wee bit about myself, and you might have guessed, just from the things I have here on the table, that I really like gardening. I think it is amazing that you can plant a seed in a bit of soil, give a bit of water, leave it in sunshine, and it grows. I don't need to do anything else apart from every now and again give it a bit more water, and it just grows. And sometimes it grows into something really, really beautiful, or it might even grow into something we can eat. It's brilliant. I just think it's a miracle watching these things grow. So I'm going to give you a wee bit of lesson, a few tips for gardening, just in case you want to try anything at home. So I have some tools. If you know what these tools are called, please shout it out and I'll tell you what they can be used for. Okay, so this one here is a trowel. Yeah, sometimes I call it a gardening spade, but it's a trowel, it's its proper name. And we use it for digging holes so we can plant our bulbs, or if we've got weeds, we can use it to get underneath the weeds to make sure we get the weeds out with all the roots before they take over the soil. So it's the trowel. This one is an easy one. Everybody should shout this one out. It is the watering can. Yes, and it's really, really important because we all know that plants need water in order to grow. This one here is a funny word. I sometimes call them the garden scissors, but their proper name is the secateurs. And they're sharp, and they're for cutting back and pruning your plants. And that's actually a really, really important job, because if plants go straggly like this one here, you need to cut off the straggly parts so that you get a nice, thick, bushy plant. And actually when you cut off the bits that aren't good, it helps the bits that are good grow thicker and stronger and better. So the secateurs are really, really important. There's one other job that you need to do when you're gardening, and it's called deadheading. And that's getting rid of any dead fruit or any dead flowers and taking them away so that good fresh flowers can grow instead. But it's a bit dark in here and I can't quite see what's going on with my orange tree. So I'm going to turn the light on just to give me a bit of better light so I can see which ones I need to pick off. So just turn my wee light on here. Oh, the light's not working. No, it's still not going on. What's going on? You know what? I am a silly sausage. I forgot to plug the light in. No wonder it wouldn't go on. Let's see what happens when I do plug it in. Let's see. And there was light. See, nice bright light. So important when you're using electricity to make sure you connect whatever it is you want to the electricity. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. You know, in the Bible, Jesus told a story about being connected. There was no electricity, so he couldn't use the lamp story about being connected. So instead, he used a plant called a vine. Now, vines are used for growing fruit like grapes, and they're very, very big, and I don't have any vines in my garden, and I couldn't really bring one in. So I thought I'll use my orange plant to help us understand Jesus' story about the vine. Jesus said, I am the vine, that he was the vine, and that we, you and me, are the branches. And the branches must stay connected to the vine in order to grow and bear fruit. You might think that's a bit of a puzzle because you don't want to grow apples on your fingers, and you don't want grapes hanging down from your elbows. But I'll tell you a wee bit more about what kind of fruit Jesus was talking about in a minute. First of all, if you look here at this part of my orange plant, you can see like a big stem, a big stalk or a trunk. That would be like the vine of the grape tree. Then all here, where all my oranges grow, these are the branches. And in vines, the branches go really, 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 really wide, but they're not quite so wide here. It's on the branches that all the grapes or these oranges grow. But it is this vine, the stalk, the stem that sinks down into the soil, has the roots to take up the nutrients from the soil and all the water in order to let the fruit grow on the branches. If you take one of the branches away, if you disconnect it from the trunk, like I did with these, eventually the leaves will turn brown and they'll drop off, and you'll be just left with a bit of dead wood. So you only can bear fruit or bear grapes, bear oranges, if you remain connected to the vine, the main stem. Otherwise there's no sap, no nutrient getting out there to help you grow fruit. Let's go back to what Jesus said. Jesus said, I am the vine, you are the branches. Abide in me. That means stay with me, stay connected with me, and then you will bear fruit. Now the fruit he was talking about are things that are good characteristics for us. There are actually 7 fruits of, or start that again, there's 9 fruits of the Spirit mentioned in the Bible. And they're all things which are good characteristics and things that actually make us more like Jesus. Things like love, joy, peace, patience, goodness, kindness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. They are the 9 fruits of the Spirit, and they're things that will actually make us grow more like Jesus. And the thing is, we can't produce these fruit, these good characteristics, just by sheer effort. We can't get up one morning and think, today I'm going to be really kind and try really hard to be kind. They're fruits that come by being connected to Jesus. And through Jesus, through God, and through the Holy Spirit, we can produce kindness and do things better than we would do and become more like Jesus. Isn't that amazing? It's not about us. It's just about us staying connected to Jesus. So how do we stay connected to Jesus? Well, there's lots of different ways. Saying our prayers every day and remembering who God is, remembering what Jesus did for us at Easter time. We can sing songs to him or dance songs to him. We can hear stories at Sunday school. We can go to church and worship with other children and adults. Or at this time you might want to go online and listen to teaching and worship along with people on YouTube. There's all sorts of ways of staying connected to Jesus. And the more you stay connected to Jesus, the more he can fill you with his Spirit, and then you can bear these fruits, the fruits of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control, and become more like Jesus. Isn't that amazing? Well, so amazing. I thought we will do a little prayer activity that will help us and maybe help us grow a bit more like Jesus. Okay, so what we need for this prayer activity, I have one here, and you can do it at home very, very easily. All I have, we're going to grow some watercress. Now this is just a wee yogurt pot that I used a few weeks ago to grow them. You can use anything. You can use bits of egg carton, you can use a glass jar, you could use actually an empty eggshell, or if you really want to, you can use some plant pots. You need that. You need some cotton wool balls, you need some water, and obviously you need some watercress seeds. And these watercress seeds are not dear at all. I think I spent £1.50 on these from Amazon, completely delivered, came the next day, but you can get them in Home Base or any garden centre, or even possibly some supermarkets. So it's dead easy to get these, okay? So once you've got everything, you can start planting your watercress, okay? All you need to do is get your jar. I'm using the glass jar because you can see through it. You take your cotton balls and you wet your cotton balls, soak them in water, and you stick them inside your pot. Dead easy. Then you get your seeds. I'm going to put a plate down to make less mess. You get your seeds and you sprinkle them inside your pot. Now what I want you to do as I sprinkle, I want you to think of something that you want God to grow in you. Maybe you want God to help you become more kind, or maybe you want God to help you become more patient and self-controlled, or maybe you want to be more at peace because you worry about things. So think of a characteristic that you would love God to grow inside you, okay? Have you got one? Brilliant, okay? I'm going to say a wee prayer as I scatter these seeds. Heavenly Father, I thank you that you love me just as I am. But Father, I want to grow more and more like Jesus. Please fill me with your fruits of your Spirit so that I may become more like Jesus. Help me to stay connected to you so that these fruits will truly grow. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so once you've got your seeds planted and on the cotton wool, you need to water them. So I'm going to add a bit of water with my watering can. And every day when you water your plants, your seeds, you can say to God, thank you for what you've done so far. Please keep helping me be more kind, or whatever it is you're asking him to do for you. So once you get that done, all you need to do is leave it in the sunshine, leave it at a window, and watch it grow. It's amazing. They're not going to grow really because of your effort. All you're doing is adding a bit of water, but they grow because that's what happens in nature, and it's amazing. So remember, stay connected to Jesus. He is the vine, we are the branches, and we can bear good fruit if we remain connected to him. That means praying, worshipping, reading the Bible, going to church, watching church online. It's up to you, but stay connected, and I'm excited to know that you will be growing more and more like Jesus. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.